So we're going to separate this crankcase. And one of the things that we've got to do is get all the bolts out of it. We've got this one bolt down here hidden down in this part right here, and it's completely full of stuff, so I'm going to have to get it cleaned out. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the oiler off of this. Now the oiler is what oils our chain. So there's a couple of screws holding it on. And then it's got some gaskets that are kind of helping to have it stay on there. We kind of have to work it out of there just a little bit. This O-ring right here does not want to come out of there very bad. There it goes. We'll set that off to the side. Now, we're going to start pulling the screws that are holding this crankcase together. Maybe. May have to do some digging to get to. These are Torx bits, and so the bottom of the Torx bit, part of the screw, is completely full of junk. Like I said, we've got a couple of them that are kind of hidden down in here inside of these holes, and you have to make sure you get them all, because if you don't, you could damage some stuff while you're trying to press this thing apart. Now I have also designed a tool for this other side. The tool that I have for that one side, I'll show you in a minute. And I designed it so that I can use it for other things as well. Because I don't work on chainsaws that often. I kind of hate to build a tool just for one job. Alright, so I believe that has our screws out of here. We'll double check. Still got one in here. Doesn't want to come out very bad. So I built this tool that goes right on where the bar mounts, and it should push this. We should be able to separate this crankcase this way. We're going to give it a try. And there it goes. Except for right here, it's not wanting to go. That's where I had that concern about that little pin not seeming quite right. I may wind up having to build something special to get that pin to move. Hey, I got it. Alright, so now we're going to push this crankcase apart. This little pin right here is what keeps trying to hang us up. So you kind of have to keep messing with it as you go. We're just going to keep working our way back and forth, making sure that we get this end to come apart, and push this end apart. And there we have that end separated. I'm going to put this BB with my special tools and pull this tool back apart. And I think we're going to set I may wind up having to go do this with a press. It doesn't seem to want to move very bad. We'll set that down just like that. We'll set this BB right here. Now, it did start to move. And there is the crankshaft removed. Now, we're going to look at this bad bearing. You can see that it looks like 2 bearings actually missing out of this bearing. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to press this bearing out of this case. And I may have to do some figuring as to how I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and pull this seal out. Now this seal seals up the crankcase in this engine. Being a 2-stroke, it has to have a seal because we have to seal up the crankcase so that we can get our scavenging to happen the way that it's supposed to. This one also has a seal on it right here, and we'll remove it as well. So I can't even get a number off of this bearing because the number is on the other side. So I can't even order a bearing until I get this apart. So I gotta get this apart so I can see what bearing I need to order. So I'm going to take my ball joint press and set it up so that I can press this bearing out of here, and then we'll get a number off of it. I'll press this bearing out of this case as well, and we'll just go ahead and order both of them. And then we'll start putting them back together. You can see that this is completely sealed up so that none of the bearing that you can't even see the bearing from this outside. And that's because the inside has to be sealed up. That's how this crankcase oils, is through the mixture in the gas. So we'll get these bearings pressed out, and then when I start to put this back together, we'll do a different video. So keep your eye out. We'll do a video of putting this thing back together.